Studio Blue Radio is proud to present Raffa Music Show by Raffaela Madaffari. Check the microphone.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Raffa Music Show here on Studio Blue Radio. I'm Raffy, and today I have a very special guest, producer, author, guitarist, and performer, Noir. Hello, Noir.
Hi everyone. Hi. It's a pleasure to be here for me.
Awesome. I'm so happy to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You started out in the 90s. In your musical career, huh?
Yeah. The late 90s.
Yeah, 1997, you founded Paranormal Mysteria, which was a death metal band.
Yeah.
Tell us about that experience.
Oh, that was nice and funny times for me, because we were younger than now. A lot younger than now. I was strictly metalhead when I was younger. Mm-hmm. I'm not listening only heavy music, but for the most part at this time. In the town where I used to live, at the time we were 20 young or a thing like that. Mm-hmm. And we were all metalheads, so there was no choice, you know.
Absolutely.
So we decided to form this band. We played together up until 7 years later, or 10 years, I don't remember. So
I know, it was so long ago.
Yeah. And this was my first step in music, you know, in a band. We had the chance to touring with Paranormal Mysteria and other later bands. This is a big part of my musical career, musical background. Mm-hmm. Is formally for me. Heavy metal sound and having some balancing in music for me is true today as yesterday, you know. Mm-hmm. These are my former year as an artist. Then I decide to explore more musical content, more musical escapes. Now I listen all kinds of music from big classics, Beatles, mm-hmm. The Cure, or electronic music, Japanese music. I am very curious about all kinds of stuff, musics, and what I can do with music.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Music for me is not only an instrument or a band or a typical sound. Music is the sound itself, and how can I do something with that sound? How can I build emotion with sound?
Right,
this is
right.
For me.
Awesome. How was the experience, though? Was it what you had expected when you started the band and you started touring? Was the whole experience, you know, did you come across things that you maybe weren't expecting, or was it everything you wanted, basically?
Yeah, I understood. No, clearly it was a ton of things,
right.
Unexpected things, and a ton of them was bad, not very good, you know. But the difference between a musician, a pro musician, and amateur musician, mm-hmm. It's only in the motivation, and then it's motivation that leads everything else.
Right.
With motivation, you study, you fuck up all difficulties, you don't care,
Right.
you know, because you are motivated.
Exactly. You're always
so-
trying to better yourself.
Yeah, it's always a challenge. So if I have a wall, yeah, no problem. That's only a wall.
Right.
Does not mean everything. It's only a wall.
Exactly. The group lasted until
2015. Paranormal Mysteria. 2007, I think, or 11 maybe.
let's see. Okay, so you released your EP, Les Aimes Noirs,
Yeah,
in 2010,
yeah.
and that was with the band.
Yeah, the band changed his name in, I think, 2009 or 2010, maybe, in Noir.
2007, yeah.
All right, 2007. Oh, a long time ago. Yeah. Because we decided to move on to a more rocky territory, territory. And not being so metal,
Right.
because we grew up simply, and we had the chance to change our sound and explore
Right.
new territory. You know.
Did the
So
lineup change at all?
Yeah.
Band members?
Yeah. The lineup also was changed at the time, and simply we changed our view of music. We made 3 records, 2 distributed in the national territory in Italy, 2 of them. And this band stands up until 2015, if I remember well.
And that's when you started your collaborations.
As a producer, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When did you decide, or when did you discover you wanted to become a producer? Was that something you wanted to do all along?
That was not a decision. Simply when I start to searching new territory, and I always, as today, constant in search of new things.
Right.
That was very natural, because when you start to dig in and dive deep into the production, into the music, simply being in a band and listening your band and listening the sound, balancing the sound, choosing the right sound, this was the first step.
Right.
And you go straight on, you know. For me, that was a natural process. I don't decide to do that.
Right.
It happens.
Yeah, and I feel like it's better when a producer starts off working on their own music, because it's not just a piece that you're working on, it's a piece that you are involved with and that you have feeling for, so you want it to sound the best it can. And I feel like a lot of producers who just start off as producers and not as musicians, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say skill, but there's they lack just like that certain thing to really just make the piece
They
wonderful.
lack the emotional part.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was very lucky on this topic, because I have a master that leads me onto this path. That is Walter Sacripanti, as a professional drummer and producer. He had produced some of the most famous artists in Italy, like Lord Bertè, Neck, and he was my my leads, you know. This was a very luckily for me. It's not common that you can work with this kind of artist,
right?
And this artist teach you something, teaches to you with the experience,
right?
Personal experience to you.
The
passion, the music, the work of musician as a musician or a producer is made entirely of passion.
Right. How long have you been working with him?
Oh, 5 or 6 years. A step. 5 or 6 years. We keep in touch today, so we are in constant contact.
That's great. That's great to have, that kind of mentor that has that experience and can kind of, guide you to where you want to go. Thank you for listening to the Raffa Music Show here on Studio Blue Radio. Next, we have the song Undercover by Neon Nightclub.
Ain't no way you gon' stop me.